Going to be pretty mild before the big storm gets here tomorrow. It might not feel like that for some of you this morning, but in Salt Lake, we are starting out at 41, although it's well below freezing in Park City where it's 25, right at 32 in Price, upper 30s in Moab and Blanding, 51 currently in St. George. So a pretty wide range of temperatures out there. Now, we've got high pressure building back in over Utah today. That's going to make for another mild early spring day, which you'll want to enjoy while you can. There's a big storm off the coast that'll move in this weekend and bring some big changes, and even out ahead of that, a southwesterly flow develops later today with a little weather system that'll be brushing by, and that'll bring a slight chance of some showers over the northern half of the state from afternoon into the evening. It's only about a 20% chance, but there is still a possibility of some of that light precipitation over the north a little bit later on. Otherwise, it'll be partly cloudy today, and we'll climb up into the mid-60s in Salt Lake, which isn't quite as warm as it was earlier this week, but that's still running 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. So a very comfortable start to the weekend. Low 50s in Park City and Evanston. You make it up in the low 70s in Moab. It looks like you peak at 74 in St. George. And after starting out with clear skies, it'll become partly cloudy across much of the state. But the winds are going to be picking up out ahead of that main storm. And by tomorrow, they'll become very gusty. In fact, high wind watch will go into effect over much of western and southwest Utah. And before the rain gets going, that could make for some areas of blowing dust, with some of the southwest winds possibly gusting up to or even above 55 miles per hour. Even farther south, it'll be a breezy day in St. George tomorrow, and then the wet weather settles in the south on Sunday. Your temperature drops into the upper 50s by then, but in that part of the state, you'll be drying out by Monday and a decent warm-up heading into next week. Northern Utah, different story. Tomorrow we'll get some gusty south winds early on that'll help the temperature climb into the low 60s, but it'll drop pretty quickly behind a strong cold front that moves in the afternoon. That'll bring valley rain, mountain snow, which could become heavy at times, and cold enough Sunday morning we could get a rain-snow mix all the way down to the valley floor, but little if any accumulation outside of grassy surfaces. Most of it should be above 5,000 feet. But with that cold air spilling in, we're only going to be warming up near 50. And after that big storm, we'll get a series of smaller systems moving through that'll keep the wet weather going. We might get a little bit of a break on Wednesday, but even more systems move in and keep it showering cool all the way through the end of next week.